Alright. Oh, I must have gotten up and forgotten to pause in between recordings. So here, hold on. Let's see. Oop, I always do this. I don't know if this is gonna help.
Weird.
Nope.
But tolerable.
Nope, didn't really help. Use.
Thoughts galloping.
Okay, that is rough. We're in it right now, folks.
Half a tone louder.
Yep, there he is. Alright. Can I confirm the diagnosis yet? I cannot. We must speak to him. Finally, I've been waiting for you, Dr. Dankovsky. As you can see, I've allowed our volunteer orderlies to leave on a break, but they'll all return as soon as you give the word. I'm afraid they'll have to work all night. Assign them to shifts. Consider it done. But what of the third patient, Falat, the termitary guard? Do you have a diagnosis? I haven't put him to sleep yet. Thought he might be useful to you again. I need to verify a few things with Falat. Just be sure to put it in the document and stamp it too. Thank you. In such chaos it might slip my mind, but first I'll have a word with Falat. Here you are. What took you so long, Doctor? Did my mice detain you? I met a mouse in the apartment, a huge one, the size of a teenage boy. You wouldn't happen to know how it crawled from the cellar. So you met him. I tried to protect him with everything I had. I went to your hospital so he wouldn't catch it from me. And then you lied. You described fatigue, but you'd been nauseous, feverish, and much more. It should be nauseated. This is a pet peeve of mine. People get nauseated. They do not get nauseous. Them being nauseous would mean they make other people sick. I've never been a good liar. If I told you too much, you'd know that someone was changing my bandages, that I needed money to feed two mouths, so I talked as little as I could. Well, of course you did. In medicine, dealing with people is more difficult than all the test tubes and measured doses. Nothing to hide now. Sure, I led the boy through a hidden passage away from the slaughterhouse. He's just a kid, Doctor. It was a hardship that brought him to the cannery. And just like that, Fat Vlad put him to work. Young or old, it doesn't matter to the Olgimskis. They send everyone to the factory. It's not my place to judge you. What you did is noble, but stupid. Conscientiae causa. I'm no hero, but I was taught to draw the line somewhere. I treat people like people, period. I've done what I could. So you believe the termitary's doors should be flung wide open, now, during the pandemic? They'll starve people to death in the termitary. And not just there either. While you were out, I overheard people in the hospital. Aren't you the tyrant who ordered a quarantine? I'm a tyrant, you're a rebel, and no one will be able to tell the difference in the morgue. Those are dangerous games you play, Doctor. I'm not the only one who doesn't like restrictions. Today, people endure. Tomorrow, too. But in the days that follow, they'll erupt. I told you, you can't humiliate a living being without suffering consequences. And this imprisonment humiliates the town a second time. You try to shame me as if the quarantine were some whim I had. If only we had another way. This won't end well, I'll tell you. Neither of us can tell the future, and Falat, I came to talk about your diagnosis. Drink this glass of water, please, before we continue. Ugh, take that away. I can't. Can't stand hearing this sloshing. Get it away, Doctor. The decisive symptom has now been confirmed. This is enough to make the diagnosis. Alright. So. Yeah. We know it. We'll lock the diagnosis. Nephropathia epidemica. I've checked the records. You've diagnosed all three of the oddities who didn't quickly die from the plague. You're a mental giant, a luminary. Without me, this whole hospital would be a farce. We awaited your verdict with bated breath. What next? The vaccine? Searching the town for more people with the same symptoms as today's three? Let's see. The search, then the vaccine. The blood of those lucky enough to resist the plague should help the others too. Consider it done, and after that, how much culture should we take? What temperature should we heat it to? Don't be overzealous with drawing blood. 450 milliliters at most. Otherwise, the weakened patients won't make it. We've gotten it down in the last 2 nights. We'll manage without supervision, I promise. Rest without fear that we'd ever disgrace you. So, Dr. Dankovsky, sir, do you give us permission to proceed? Shall we start? If we don't vaccinate anyone tonight, there will be 300 deaths. 5. If we do, and my work has errors. This is so damn difficult every time. What's going on? I couldn't hear you. Do we begin or not? Go ahead. I will actually leave now. Get some rest before another day just as gruesome. What is this? Theater begins with the cloakroom. The hospital ends with it. Ah, very cool. It's over there. Are those things I can loot? Is that what it's telling me? Ooh, it's dark, and I guess I can't go back up on stage. Okay. Stupid Daniil. You gotta kick some shit so that you get a little bit more manic, my man. All diagnoses were correct. The assistants are preparing today's vaccine, which will delay the town's denies for another day. Nice. So I got all of the vaccines right. Or I got all the diseases correct. Hell yeah. Oh.
Camera obscura. Camera lumina.
Huh. Why did we break the mirror? What does that do? My VTuber died. Let's check. Are you gonna resync? I really don't want to sit around and do nothing. So self-absorbed. Even my own hallucinations don't need me anymore. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if I can reset this real quick. I fixed it. Okay. You've done all that you could, senor. Go on, and rest. They wait for you at the Stillwater. Yes, I suppose you're right. Eva is the one I need right now. The one oasis of calm and joy in this bedlam. Pouring out water. I need to take the...
More thoughts. More thoughts. More thoughts.
Interesting. Man, I forget how...
Right in the library.
I forget how brutal Pathologic's resource economy is. Because you just end up screwed, just so screwed by how much time you spend. My temporary safe haven, my emergency command headquarters, the only place in this town where I can breathe. Travel time 43 minutes. This like routing thing is like so intriguing to me. Doctor, we're rotating, leaving that is, abandoning our post. No, wrong. You're going to stand here like tin soldiers protecting a boarded up district from looters as ordered. But we didn't sign up for this. They've gone and armed themselves. Not petty thieves, no, these are proper, what's the word, thugs. They shoot, Doctor, they stab. It's really unheard of around here, raising a knife against your fellow man, and we're unarmed. It's fine, I'm armed. You're saying you've got it in you to kill another living, breathing person? No one will attack me, I'm a doctor. Doctor, you're looking at today from the, what's the word, lens of yesterday. We weren't afraid then either. Lots of people trying to get inside plague districts like this one. Thing is, yesterday they weren't shooting, they weren't stabbing. Today, as they say, is a whole different beast. They had humanity, and now they really don't. We have an epidemic. They have side effects. Violence, dissolution of boundaries, desperation. I foresaw all of this. I'm afraid not, Doctor. We're volunteers. We took no oath. What if everyone goes back on their commitments now? Suppose I go back on mine? Not letting thieves in, sick out, fine. Putting yourself in front of a bullet or a blade? Well, to say it again, that's a whole different beast. The fact you've brought us to this state is, Thought-provoking. Again, really unheard of. And on that note, as they say, we take our leave. Go wherever you like. This is certainly not a job for cowards. Alright, so they bailed. The quarantine rioters want to kill me. I must defend myself. Draw the revolver. Where do I have to go?
Hey, you. There he is.
He's out of ammo.
People are intimidated by weapons.
Stop.
Oh god. It was my mistake. Attempting to shoot the gun without it being loaded. That's fine.
Get back here.
Okay, I can't even attack without my weapon. Okay. That makes sense. That checks out. Alright, so we'll go back here, check my inventory. That's fine. I should have reloaded it. That's my bad. That's fine, actually. So what was this? Smash
Once
that.
Dankovsky. Now 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
Alright, that's fine. We can get our scoot on a little bit. Just scoot a boot a little, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell what the left side is supposed to be. Maybe food?
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Alright. I'm in the marrow right now. I want to go to the still water, so I should actually turn around and go the long way. Let's see. Let's hope the bridge isn't closed from this side. If it is, I'll just die, I guess. That's fine. Why does my VTuber keep freaking out? I'm not sure what the deal is. Alright, well. Okay, so I can't go this way, I don't think. Yeah, it's not possible. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna die. Oh well, that's fine.
Huh? Huh?
If I die, I'll just reset.
Oh. Oh.
Alright. Head to the still water. Alright, we're gonna go through these dialogues again. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use this to get us back to kind of normal. Grab the revolver. D to reload it.
Screeching. Living. So vibrant.
There he is. Hey, you.
Damn, this is an interesting system.
Closer.
Oh, they're throwing stuff at me. Dang. That's wild. All right, so we gotta book it. Interesting.
I'd rather not hear this.
Got you.
Where am I going? Oh, I see.
Hold it.
Over here. So I wonder if the sneaking mechanic is gone.
Hey, you. Come
What the
over
fuck?
here. Hold it.
Oh god, I can't go that way, so I gotta go this way. There we go. Oh, we made it. Back to the still water.
Misophonia, Denkovsky.
Now what's around here? It's gonna make me more manic?
Never
It is.
alone. Things everywhere.
Okay. This isn't the still water, is it? No. That's the still water. That's Yeva Jan's house.
I forgot that there's so much of the world.
Is this the same Ava's house from Pathologic 2? No, I guess it is the same. In my head, it looked a little different, but no, this is the Stillwater. This is the one I remember. Beautiful home. I would love to live here. Yeva! She's so charming.
No lovers as sweet as the silent of sleep.
You're back and just in time. You know, a mob is slowly gathering outside the house. I didn't see anyone. I did. They peer into the windows. They're planning something, deliberating. Sometimes they carry torches and sometimes stakes. I think they're up to wickedness. You often see what isn't there, Yeva, don't you? I'll go out and check so that you don't worry. Oh my god, is this the opening from Pathologic 1? This is fascinating. Don't, please don't, for my sake. I'll be careful. If you decide to go out and check after all, please take me with you. There's no need, I won't be there long. Wait, let's talk a little first, like we always do. You said it yourself yesterday. When you're talking to me, it's like talking to a cat. It's the only way to sort your thoughts. You must have brought so many new thoughts with you. Tell me. You're the most precious listener to me, but my head is filled with miserable chaos right now. Will you tell me? You see, well, first of all, it's clear the sand pest can't be defeated by ordinary means. We're so short on time. Creating a vaccine takes weeks, and I don't even have days. Which means we must do something different. But what? How do we find an opening? What can replace time when there's not enough of it? What can replace time when there's not enough of it? Time, on occasion, Yeva. Time can be replaced with people. But we don't have those here either. As they say, 9 women can't make a baby in a month. Neither can time be replaced with space. Although, maybe. Keep talking. I'm human. I'm an intelligent, industrious, courageous human. A good specimen. One of the finest. And still I have too many limitations. Solving these problems takes something greater. A stream, if you will, instead of a point. I must pass through several apertures at once. I don't understand. Wait, what's that noise outside? I told you. There are people and they're scaring me. But our conversation is more important. It will never happen again. Wait, how much time has passed while we've been talking? I don't know. An hour, maybe? You spent a long time thinking. Are you joking, Yeva? It was 5 minutes at the most. But it's evening now. And yeah, I think this is a reference to Pathologic 1, which opens with... Ooh, prepare the charge. Unavailable in the demo? Okay, interesting. So that's some sort of mechanic. Analyze items. So yeah, instead of his lab being upstairs in the still water like it is in the original game, it appears that it's down here. Oh no, he still has his lab here. Okay. In his bed. Very cool. Alright, let's go outside. The first Pathologic starts like this. Yeah, the first Pathologic starts like this with a conversation. Out in Yeva's yard. Okay, not this conversation. Okay. Oh! I guess I died?
A pine wood house. A knife of brass. A friend in words. These are all glass.
It's so hard on you, poor thing. Look, some of your hair's turned gray in the past days. You're a learned man. Why does it do that? Can someone's hair really gray so suddenly? It can, but only over time. The hair that grows after the shock lacks the necessary pigment. It's not instant. So what's happening out there? What do they want? I made one mistake. Just one? What mistake? Now you're making fun of me. Do you know how to make it right? Yes, you see, I was trying to tune down the panic, and stop the infection from spreading. So I issued some harsh decrees on quarantine measures. Told everyone to stay home. No talking, no sneaking out. Not everyone found this enjoyable. People feel they're powerless, that all they can do is wait for the sandpest, wait for death. It's so hard to wait. It piled up rather unfortunately. Your regular supply train run was running late, and the quarantine was very sudden. Many people lacked necessities, food, medicine, water, and much more. The town became a rat trap, and a cornered rat pounces on the cat, and then overcomes it sometimes. I've thought it all through. I'll revoke the decree, right now. It won't get any worse. No one complied with it anyway. Just led to exasperation, no sanitary measures. There's no authority here, just anarchy and chaos. To hell with it, I'm revoking the decree this instant. Is it not too late? I guess we'll see. I'm going upstairs. Oh, a boy came here recently. Agitated, angry, carrying some papers. Give him bread and dried apples. He's upstairs by the table you sign all your papers at. Yes, I know. That's Sticky, the town hall's messenger. Nimble kid. Okay, so Sticky is the town hall's messenger. That's interesting. Is Sticky going to be sort of just the permanent player character assistant in some fashion in all these games? I wonder if they rewrote him to be more narratively... Well, I mean, it's not more narratively important, but you know what I mean. He was important for the Hruspecks, so I wonder if he'll be important to the Bachelor and the Changeling as well.
It feels like someone's pulling my strings.
So they made a bunch of decrees about the town, like there weren't enough already. Told me to bring them to you for approval. For review, not approval. I only approve them if I find them at least minimally sensible. Hold on, boy. I know your face. Oh, I mean, he knows. You'll have to ask the higher-ups. I just bring you what I'm given. You decree, we carry it out. Instantly. You got full authority 2 days ago, didn't you? So use it. We'll obey. Far as I'm concerned, roosters do the crowing, and who cares if the sun doesn't rise? Yes. And I'll use that authority to lift the quarantine. It can't get worse than it already is. Up to 3 decrees can be issued per day. Issued decrees can apply to any available day, not just the current one. Huh. What the hell does that mean? Where do I issue the decrees? The morons. Refuse to see the quarantine as necessary for their own survival. A neighbor claims Falat is a drunkard. He's trashing the house, talking to voices in his head. I'll have to repeal it for today, lest rioters butcher me. It's so interesting. It's not up here. Is it? What a joke, doctor. Why did you waste your precious time on me? I could have brought down the fever myself. But thanks anyway. You examined me all fancy-like, just like they do in the capital. Shame it was without a necroscope, though. Utah. Oh, there's a typo for her name. Finch. Ah, doctor, they already explained it to me. I'm sick. That wicked pest is eating away inside me. You never meant to cure me, only to learn. And yet the mixture made from my blood will help the people of this town. That's more good than if I had just been healthy and lived out my days like I used to. So I suppose I should thank the darn pest after all. Finch. Save us, Dr. Dankovsky. After the IV drips you recommended, the patient perked up and started telling the orderlies just how wrong you are about the quarantine measures. He's distracting them from their work and stirring up unrest. Who knew that a good medical deed could have such consequences? How are we supposed to calm him down now? Yakov Little. Interesting. Oh, okay, here we go. Preview decrees. Bad decree. The enacted decree is causing problems. Select and remove it using X. Okay, I did that. So we have a sharp spike. Oh my god, there's like an actual management system here. This game is gonna force me to... Oh my god. Okay, so... Quarantine causes unrest. I see versus contagion. We'll do a vaccine on day 4. Prohibit dying. Does literally nothing. We can do pest control. Burnout infection doesn't help at all. Roundup. Ben Shabnak quarantine. Food distribution lowers unrest. Hold on. Let's figure this out. Okay, so day 2 is where things kind of stoke. So we're going to food distribution. Then... experimental vaccine, day 4. Quarantine causes major unrest. Pest control decreases the contagion. Alright, let's do... There we go, and we still have a solid... And I can have 3 per day? Or is it 3 total? Okay. 2 more districts need to be quarantined, but then how will I get to the hospital? A neighbor claims Falat's drunkard. Yeah, that's fine. What's this? See the past. Loot. Talk.
Only children can live in the tower.
It's Khan.
It's off limits to the rest.
Remember our request. There are 500 kids at the polyhedron right now. 522 to be precise, not counting me. The tower supports our weight just fine. Don't order the evacuation. It must not happen. We agreed yesterday that I'd make no promises until I've conclusively studied what keeps your impossible tower standing. It's the perfect isolation ward. It's above ground, made of glass, across the river. We're not in any danger of contracting the sand pest. You're in danger of this tower collapsing, which, unlike the sand pest, would have a 100% fatality rate. Do I understand you correctly that you no longer regard the sand pest as a threat? That's a gross overstatement. Are you familiar with the term contradictio in adjecto? You lifted the quarantine, and I think we agreed you'd stop calling me kid. Apologies, young man. I always forget the characteristic precocity of the kind children. Go outside and look at the polyhedron. It's standing, and it will stand as long as it has to. It's eternal. A masterpiece such as this cannot collapse. That would defy all reason. You'll also see how the town has changed since your decree. I only just signed it. Where's that sullen boy, Sticky? He needs to deliver the document to the emergency command. You're living in some special timeline of your own, Dr. Dankovsky. For all I know, it might have taken you a very long time to sign the decree. In the meantime, the weather has turned fair, and the quarantine is nothing but a memory. Go outside and see what you've wrought. Brevi Manu, as the ancient author would have put it. Alright. $9.40 on day 5. Oh, I can't go out that way. Thought that was the door. I was very wrong. Oh boy. An herb bride brings the plague.
I am not your fault.
My head hurts enough as it is.
I love you.
Ah.
Push me away.
So, this is the Shabnakador. Hello, Doctor. Thank you for clearing the way for me. Ugh, it's a classic medieval story, a doctor talking to the plague. But that's more Clara's thing, the changeling girl. You're not. You're just a smart fellow who finally understood that I'm a blessing, not a curse. That Simon of yours figured it out long ago, by the way. That's why he allowed me into the town. That's why he took my communion. Is that why he died? Oh, Bachelor, he hasn't died. You're just looking in the wrong direction. He excluded time from the world, and thus became immortal. He's dying, sickening, living, rotting, thriving, all at once. He found a way. Just a minute. Give me some time to think. I can wait. I have time aplenty. An infinite amount. Where's the nearest clock? My sundial is useless in this plague mist. Right. There's no more use for sundials. Any sundials anywhere. I've defeated the sun. No matter. I'll find a mechanical clock. I figured out how to fight you. I understand it now, and it's not just you either. Everything. The sleep of reason produces monsters. That's cool. Gotta go up to the clock, maybe. Interesting. Tragedian. Is someone going to die? I didn't notice you come in mask. Did someone die here? What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? I haven't really been reading this. This is bad. Not a doctor, but a sleuth. 2 patients. Yeah, this is really cool. I need to find a mechanical clock and restart the time. Sounds easy. Easier than anything I did in this town. They call her the Shabnok. Without the quarantine, the plague has come to my doorstep. Damned if I do. What are you telling me, noseless one? I mean, there is a mechanical clock here, isn't there? Tick-tock, tick-tock. What are you giggling at? There's nothing funny. Tick-tock. Is this not a mechanical clock? Do I need to... I probably need to go to the one. Here comes Falat. Yeah. I probably have to go to the one in the cathedral. Because that's just one gigantic clock, isn't it? Ava doesn't have anything to add. Alright, we gotta get me something to kick.
Don't want to hear this.
Oh my god, it barely helps. Okay. Okay, so that's still where I need to be. I don't think it lets me go to Bridge Square. Maybe? No, I can't get out that way. Just confused. Where do I go?
I'd rather not hear at all.
I thought there was a clock in her house. My god. Let's walk through some cold water, maybe. I don't think I can get to the cathedral. Alright, let's just do some information gathering. Let's run around and see where we can go. I don't think I can go over here. This music is great, though. It's gotta be in here, right? There's gotta be something. Do I have to look at Ava? Do I need to talk to her again? A canary in a cage, canary in a coal mine, mistress and soul of the still water. In this house, her house, nothing bad can happen. Lose myself for a few minutes. So confused. Why is it saying loot rather than, like, use, I guess is my question. Can I talk to the mask? Yep. What troubles you, senor? Your day is over. I'm needed both here and at the capital at the same time. My actions in both places are connected, but I can't reach them both at the same time. There's only one of me, and that's not enough. A mire indeed, so let it not your grave become. It may be best to cry surrender. At least you've held on to humanity, a feeble joy though that may be to you. You can but do the things that can be done, no more. Accept your fate as it so stands. There still can be a victory in this. The town is a space, so is the nation, and there's not enough of me in that space, but the world has many facets. I can lose in one and win in another. Is time itself your quarry now? Would you repair the past? Can such a thing be done? Senor, you know the literature on this. A flap of wings hither, a storm thither, though that one tale is yet unwritten. No, I will just learn a different mode of thinking. Bend this straight line. Tomorrow will be yesterday. Start with myself as usual, and then we'll see. Well said, but I knew you not to be a Berkelion. I just feel sorry for Yeva. Or rather, sorry about her. I suppose my remaining option is to become one. Then lay your head in sleep, or will you stare into the clock's face as if it were a stereogram or sacred iron? Perhaps it shall become what it is not. I'll just recall what happened 2 days ago. Telling this story requires time. Time is embodied in amalgam. It will consume it when trying to recall another day. A new day brings new memories. Select a day to explore. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I guess we can go back to day 3. Oh, I guess we can. Fascinating. Oh, man. What a trip. Oh, that's the ending. All right. Well, that's interesting. Wow. I guess that's Pathologic 3. Thanks for watching me play Quarantine. I'm very excited for the final path, and we'll just, I guess we're gonna end it here. This has motivated me to maybe go back through and replay Pathologic 1 and 2 for the channel. Maybe I can get that done before P3 comes out. Anyway, see you all later. Thanks for watching. Oh. Alright, it looks like maybe there's a little bit of an epilogue. It just said day 3, in which the Bachelor stands on a precipice or something like that. I ended the recording and I didn't... Then I went to hit back and the game just like started back up again. Good morning to our guest, Dr. Dankovsky from the Capitol. Did you sleep comfortably? There were no bed bugs. Good enough for me. I dreamt that I could fly, or rather tried to. And though I did succeed, mine was a strange flight, at no great altitude and horizontal. Less of a flight than a swift glide above the ground, atop an unseen moving platform, but I was yearning for an upward soar, somewhere vertical. And you, what did you dream of? If you ask me, few things are more inane than an exchange of dreams. Your face is very weary. 30, aren't you? I'd say you look much older than your years. I like that you have no gray hair. It's coal black. Not raven, that's a different shade from yours. And not a single gray one yet. I think you have poetic inclinations. My taste in poetry is mostly Horace, so I'm doubtful we'll be on the same page. You have a troubled day ahead of you. Will you be back tonight? I'll be waiting. I don't have options, do I? I'll leave my travel bag here. I think you'll be in great need of a listener after the kind of day you'll have today. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just saying a flurry of events awaits you, many of which will stump you. The wise at nightfall rue the day. We'll see. Alright. And is this officially really the end? Is it safe to end the recording? It is. Okay, I should have waited until it booted me back here. Fascinating. Alright, this is the end for real. Thanks, everyone.